right, let's take a look at the All-State Playoff Predictor. There are 3 one-loss teams who are still widely viewed as being one of the best teams in the country that could very well make the playoff. That's Oregon, Texas, and Alabama. So it's simple for them to make it in terms of what they need to do, which of course is win. But if teams ahead of them also win out, it would cause a little bit of chaos for the committee, as we just talked about. Alabama has a 41% chance, Oregon a 39% chance, Texas a 37% chance. So last week the committee had Oregon as the top one-loss team. But if they weren't also using strength of schedule as a reason to put OSU at number 1, then why isn't Texas higher, guys? Texas has the 10th best strength of schedule, and Oregon has the 53rd best.
I think it's the quality of your loss. I mean, if they don't rate Oklahoma as high as they rate Washington, they lost that game on the road at Washington, which came down to some fourth down decisions, some opportunities that didn't go their way. Like, they're right there. They're playing at a high level. And I think the eye test factors.
Yeah.
If you're picking, right now, if I pick Oregon or Texas on a neutral field, 100% taking Oregon right now, especially how much Texas is struggling.
Yeah, big injury for Oregon Texas this week with Jonathan Brooks going down, ACL injury. He was definitely the bell cow running back with the way that he was able to generate production both in the passing game and the running game. And then Texas, you've kind of just squeaked away with wins the last couple of weeks, which has been concerning. But overall with Oregon, I think that they've been one of the most dominant teams in the entire in college football this season. It's an unfortunate loss against Washington, but you look at the way that they're able to control games, and Tez Johnson and Bo Nix, their connection. I think that's one of the dopest stories in college football, how Tez Johnson grew up with Nix and his family adopted him when he was a teenager, transferred over from Troy. Now he's playing with Nix, and he's had back-to-back games with over 150 yards receiving. So to see that connection growing stronger, and then to see Bo Nix just kind of trying to walk off in the sunset, it seems like Oregon has everything working well for them as an interesting story as a team that just hasn't gone well.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Alabama in this one. Why is Oregon ahead of Alabama if you think of the same concept?
That's interesting. Well, I guess I would kind of argue the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the way in which they lost. Alabama lost at home.
Right.
Like Oregon again lost on the road to Washington, a team that is an undefeated team right now that's number 5 in their own ranking. So it's hard to. You can parse it and look at it different ways. I also think when you initially rank the teams, the first rankings, Alabama had not put together the best performances they had the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Texas obviously was coming off a loss more recently.
Yeah.
And that stuff matters. So you put Oregon in that place, it's hard to supplant them when they've done nothing but win convincingly in the interim since their loss, again, on the road to a team that's ranked ahead of them.
Yeah, makes sense. Retweet?
Retweet.
Okay. Fans, be sure to check out ESPN.com/All-State Playoff Predictor to check out your team's chances at making the CFP.
Give me something.